So obviously, first day of the week, getting ready for Minnesota. They obviously present challenges defensively and also offensively, skill position, uh, as we know very well. So got our hands full, but this is day one, so ready to go.
About it a little bit earlier in the week, just the last 2 weeks against the star receivers, Jefferson and CeeDee. Both those guys had really good games. What do your guys need to do better to limit, I guess, the production of those guys, particularly on third down?
Yeah, I think some of it, combination with, when we do double, how we're going to double. But also when it comes time to, we got to challenge a little bit better at the line of scrimmage on some things. We got to try to make some contact on a few things a little bit better. And that's those couple of things I think we can be better at, on our own end. Now, look, he's a heck of a player, and he's going to make some plays. That's the nature of when you play somebody of his caliber. But I know we can be better.
What do you think of what Vildor has given you so far as a number 2 corner?
Say it again.
What do you think of what Kindle has given you?
Yeah, I think he's been solid. I think he's done a good job for us out there. He's really, when we signed him, he's what we knew he would be. He's smart. He's competitive. He's got some versatility. He's tough. So, yeah. I mean, I think it's. I'm glad he's here. I think he brings a guy that can go out there and compete on the other side of Cam for us.
Can you even be physical at the line of scrimmage when you're dropping into zone? I mean, is that an option, I guess?
Yeah, it depends on how you're going to do it in zone. So I think there's ways to do it.
Vikings quarterback situation, maybe a little bit in flux. Obviously, they started Jared Hall last week, went back to Mullens. Do you have any sense of what they do? How do you prepare for both guys, or what do you do this week, I guess?
You prepare for all three of them. So, certainly we got to play against Mullen the first time. We have an idea of kind of how it goes. And then we saw some of Hall. There's not a lot of evidence out there other than last week. He played a little Green Bay after Cousins had been hurt. And then there's a lot of tape on Dobbs. So I think you kind of mesh it all together. They haven't. There's enough things out there that conceptually they like anyway that I don't think are going to go away. So other than that, you're trying to prepare for all of them. It's all good. It's part of our job.
We'll get Matt back.
Yeah, it'll be good. It's going to be good to get him back. And, I know he's looking forward to it, just like we are. So he's excited, and, he'll get some work again here for us. And yeah, he's excited, And so I think it'll be good. You always, this time of year, for him, it's going to kind of feel like game one again. He'll be fresh, have fresh legs, and a fresh energy about him. So it's good.
How tough was it to let Bugs go?
Yeah, I mean, look, those things are not. When those things happen, nothing about it is easy. But it was the best thing for us and for him. So, I wish him best of luck.
You guys offensively had success in kind of a variety of ways against the Vikings the last time you played them. Just what were some lessons you learned about facing the Brian Flores defense that you'd never really seen before to that point?
Well, I think the lessons are assume you're not going to get the same thing you got the last time you played him. That's the lesson. So there's enough variety in what they do and how he does it. It's very aggressive, as we know. And so really you do the best you can. You give them the rules for the week, and you abide by those rules, and then you got to play ball. Your playmakers got to make plays, and we did that last time we played them. But there's nothing easy about it, So it's a complex system, and there's a lot going on. If you can hold up and you can get it into those creases, though, you can get some yardage out of it. But that'll be a challenge for us.
What about the Bruce Irvin move? Is that just don't have enough roster space for all these guys with some
And that was tough too, man. Bruce, what a pro. I mean, he is. He's been a blessing to have him around here. I mean, he just brings a whole different perspective. I mean, he's as professional as you get. I mean, just the way he goes about his business, everything about him. And we talked last week, talked again. yesterday, had a long talk, and so just at this moment, it just, couldn't totally commit. And he's got stuff going on too, and so it's hard. I mean, it's just one of those at this point. It just, wasn't going to work out. But he's an absolute stud. He sure is.
I think on this side of the podium, a lot of us have been trying to figure out the math with CJ when he gets back and how he fits into a rotation. The flip side of that is it kind of exciting to think about maybe some different mixes and matches you can do defensively to keep the opposition off balance with number of pieces you suddenly have at your disposal?
Yeah, look, anytime you feel like you're getting some of your good football players back, it's exciting, and that's why, you ask about Mac. I mean, that's a good football player. And talking about Ducey, if we can get him back this week, that's a good football player. So, and with that, you feel Iffy and Kirby growing on the back end and growing together and getting better, and Branch. And so then you think about Ducey getting back in there. It does. You open up possibilities. You get another playmaker in the game. So it's exciting.
And we've talked about your rookies a handful of times here of late. The skill guys, specifically Laporta and Gibbs. And I know you had this vision for them, contributing the way they did. But in what ways have they maybe even exceeded your expectations? I mean, they both had really good years, both very, very productive. So how have they maybe exceeded your expectations?
Well, look, our gut told us when we did our research on them that they were both going to be pretty instinctive aware guys, smart, instinctive aware. But with that, you're still rookies, and everybody grows at a different rate. And so I think that if anything, it's exciting to see how accelerated it has been, that they've been able to grasp this thing in a hurry. They've grown at that very much like Saint did as a rookie, man. They grew in a hurry. And now it took the season, and it's progressed every week, gotten better and better. But I think that's what excites you, is that how fast that they've been able to come along. And look, the obvious is they played a ton of reps too now. I mean, that's what comes with it, experience. And, both of those guys, they're rookies, but they're really not. They played so many reps that they're growing. I mean, they're just getting better and better. So, it's been good. It's been good for us.
And with Aiden having a three-sack performance, do you sense at all that it takes a little bit of weight off his shoulders moving forward here to the season finale and the playoffs, especially with how much pressure he puts on himself to perform?
Well, I just think look, you do all the hard work that you do, and especially the way he plays. I mean, he's relentless. He gives everything he's got to win the rep every time. And, to almost get there, and then you get there, and then you get there, and then you get, I think that's pretty satisfying, and I think it just, he's always going to want more, but it makes you want to get more. And every time you're able to beat a double team or to beat a one-on-one a little bit faster, your confidence goes up and you gain experience doing it. And all of that's not possible if you don't put out the effort he's putting into it either, by the way. You just can't. I mean, at some point there's guys who get doubled and, they've had production to get doubled. Well, there is nothing anymore, because it takes too much energy to time after time to try to beat two guys. So anyway, he's playing at a high level for us.
Two seeds still within reach, so obviously starters will be playing. But do you have any young guys that you want to see more of this week, or any players for that matter that you want to see more of get ready for the postseason?
Yeah, no. To me, this is about winning this game, and we've got, we're going to use our full arsenal here and go win this game. That's the objective here.
Guys that might be battling injuries?
No, I mean, there's some guys here. If we feel like the best thing for them would be to sit because of injury, no, we're thinking about that. We're taking that into consideration.
You guys have like a
I'll tell
team.
you next.
Will you guys have like a team watch party after your game just to kind of see how the things shake out and who you'll face in the opening round?
Well, not that I know of, but I mean, everybody will be watching. But are you throwing one?
Bring the beer.
Yeah. No, I mean, everybody's going to be wanting to see it, and that's why you need to win. so that you're going to be excited to watch the games and see what happens. So, look, we got to go finish out strong. We need to go out, play good football, good, clean, solid, competitive football against an opponent that is going to give us everything they've got. And look, they are prideful. They don't like what happened the other night. I know what that is, and so they're going to come back with everything they've got at our place. So we got to be ready to go.
Dan, I know you're trying to move on, but just wondering if you had a reaction to the video the NFL officiating department put out yesterday.
No, I heard they put it out. I haven't seen it.
Yeah, just to go back to the number 2 seed talk. Last year, when you guys were preparing for the final week, we were still hoping to sneak into the playoffs. Fast forward a year, now you still have a chance at number 2 seed. From the time you got here to now, is the team trending about where you expected, or they're ahead of schedule?
No, I mean, I would say that we're trending where you feel like we should be trending. We were right there last year. We didn't do quite enough to get there, and so you just felt like the point is we got to be better than we were last year, and that was always the objective, was to be a better team, play better football, more competitive football than we did the year prior, and try to go win a division. And we've done both of those things, and so I feel like we've improved.
Real quick, are Jameson and Sam practicing today?
I don't see J-Mo practicing. Who did you add?
Sam Laporta.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why do you keep asking about Sam? Is there something I don't know about him? Is there? Yeah, we're good. J-Mo won't be though.